Cosmic blessings everyone, this is Holistic Alchemy, and in this video I want to show you guys my medicine bundle. Why I have it, why I have one, why I made one, I'm going to explain it all in this video. So the reason why I created a medicine bundle was because I wanted to carry my tools in a much more sacred and loving way. Because I'm a practitioner of crystal therapy, crystal healing, I wanted to move away from using these containers, and it's a divider that you'll find in any arts and crafts hardware store, where you have these dividers to sort your crystals and your stones, either by chakra or just by sections. But I wanted to move away from using plastic and incorporate more of natural materials and incorporating prayer and using a tradition that I've learned. So how I came across the medicine bundle was through my shaman, because he carries this little bundle of fabric, and when he does his shamanic healing sessions and all, he unravels it and creates some sort of sacred space. Asked my shaman questions about the medicine bundle, and I wanted to create one for my own. I also go to these healing circles, these Reiki circles that I go to every Monday. One of the Reiki masters that host the event said that I should create a place for my tools, because I had all my crystals and my tools laid out on her table, which had her own cloth and then her own energy. My energy was intermingling with hers, which some people will find that it's disturbing. So I had to create my own little space where I have all my tools, and she advised me to get a cloth. Where I went to Hobby Lobby, which is the most amazing place on earth. So I acquired the materials to craft my own medicine bundle based on my examination from my shaman. So traditionally it's called a mesa, or a Pachacuti mesa, which derives from Peruvian shamanism. And then although it's not the traditional Pachacuti mesa or the medicine bundle, I just borrowed inspiration and ideas and get an idea of how I could create sacred space with my healing tools within a bundle. So I'm gonna unwrap it, and I'm just gonna show you the stuff that I have inside briefly, and I'm gonna also show you how to wrap it up and in a traditional way. So the fabric that I chose was just a natural material. I wanted something to look really natural, but if you ever seen a traditional Pachacuti mesa in the Peruvian tradition, they have amazing thread work that they do with their cloths. I'm not wearing one of their bracelets. So this was the bracelet I was talking about. It's a Peruvian bracelet, and you could tell by its beautiful designs, its thread work, and the stuff it has on the sides. I don't know if it's a shell or just a regular bead. In a traditional Pachacuti mesa, they will have something very similar to this, but it's very long, and they will use it to wrap their Pachacuti mesa, but I have this cord that I made myself. So this is how it looks like when it's unfolded. I have the outside layer that does all the wrapping, and this cloth, if you could see the pattern, this one just holds all of these things together. And I also have a flower of life cloth within it, because I like sacred geometry, and the flower of life has significance. It's the main symbol in my spiritual practice, representing creation. Within here, I just have all the stuff that I need to create sacred space, my own healing space. So I have shells. Like this is an oyster shell, because abalone shells are just too big, and this is just very nice to carry because it's small and I like how it stands. These are the tools I use for smudging. I have my shell, my white sage, and Palo Santo. And then this is where my pendulum is in, and my clear crystal points. There's like a lot of them in there. And here is a sachet with crystals that I use for chakra crystal healing therapy. And then I got a wooden bowl just to hold everything together. And then I'm going to show you how I create sacred space. how it would look like if I were to set up my sacred space. I have my tinctures, a smudge fan, my smudging stuff, my sprays, candle, crystals, and then my clear quartz points, my activating wand. It's a Lemurian crystal, and a double terminated point, and my pendulum. There's also additional healing tools like my chakra clearing wand and my rattle. So now you have seen my little medicine altar setup. I'm going to show you how to fold it back together. Wrapping up the Pachacuti Mesa is a sacred process because each fold honors the energies of the natural world. So for the inner layer, I was taught that it doesn't really matter as long as your tools are well cared for, they're safe, they're not moving around. So what I'm going to do is just fold it however I wish, because I was taught that it's the outer layer that matters most. That's your inner layer cloth. You just want your tools to be like nice and safe. I'm gonna demonstrate for you the 4 folds, and each fold honors the natural energies of the universe. So the first fold where you're at, facing your medicine bundle, this fold represents Pachamama, or Mother Earth. We're gonna move to the right side of our bundle. This is my right side, and we're gonna fold it once like this, and I'm gonna fold it over over the first fold that represents Pachamama, Mother Earth. This fold represents the Divine Masculine, and we're gonna fold this end and fold it over Divine Masculine, and this fold is the Divine Feminine. Okay, so the last fold, which is in the farther end, this one represents the Star Nations, the Star Tribes. And I'm gonna just flip this over for you. You would take this fold and fold it underneath both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And now we're gonna wrap it up. So this cord that I made is actually really sacred to me because I don't have the traditional Pachacuti Mesa cloth and the cord that they would use, and this is just a bracelet. It's not that very elongated. So what I did is that I took 3 of these strands. I don't know what kind of material it's called. So I measured this into my height, and even though it may look really small, it's because I braided the 3 strands together. So what I first did is that I tied a knot to an end, and I was braiding it from this end and all the way to the end. So the reason why it's really sacred to me, not just because I measured it because of my height, I actually earth healing prayers into the braids and just keep repeating them until I made it all the way to the end, and I sealed the braid, the prayer braid, with the knot in the end. Even though this is the materials that I'm using are non-traditional, it's really about the intent and really honoring the culture and the tradition behind the Pachacuti Mesa. So what I do is that I just take half of it, just to really center it like this, and then I'm just gonna flip it over. Now it's facing down, and now it's like this. So I'm gonna create a cross because I want to seal this tight. So I'm going to move the cord. Now it's creating a cross. I'm going to flip it back to the front. And now I'm just going to tie it shut. So it's a nice little package. It's a nice bundle. So there you have it. So after when I tie my medicine bundle up, I actually say a blessing to it, to each of the 6 areas of my bundle. I blow sacred breath into the 4 corners, and then to the top and to the bottom. Spirits of the East, great spirits of air, bless this medicine bundle. Spirits of the South, great spirit of fire, bless this medicine bundle. Spirits of the West, great spirit of water, bless this medicine bundle. spirits of the north, the great spirits of earth, bless this medicine bundle. Great Father Sky, bless this medicine bundle. Great Mother Earth, bless this medicine bundle. So that was my own blessing that I do with my medicine bundle. It honors the 4 directions, the 4 elements, and Father Sky and Mother Earth. And it really honors holding all of these spiritual medicine, the spiritual energy into this bundle. So thank you guys for watching, and if you guys want, you could always make your own. Just get like at least two fabrics. You just want the outer fabric to just be a really strong material. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, namaste. Bye.